myself and I catch myself on the monitor. Anyway, enough about our pain. Let's see who gets the pain, because we've had they stay that step ahead, make themselves certain. Towards the top. Upor is almost caught immediately, but it sucks. Who believed he could go in.
Player is going to be under a bit of pressure now as all the util get dumped in, but really good support though. Well, at least an attempt there from Yoga. But Falcons just knew. It's going to be a 2v5 now. As Yoga has been down. I don't think that they know he's down, but he's just right in front of them. There we go. Will be caught out, and all users has found Ask, and now Upor is actually the first player to take damage in this round. Is now the only player remaining in this round, but not for long. A flawless for Falcons. Expect them to go for much of vertical take because they have none. They have no vertical operators at all. They're still rocking, of course, that Blackbeard. Oh, Solidol wins the duel of the DMRs as Upor goes down. And again, you lose that player in Brazil. It's a very important position, and well, everyone just kind of gets torn to shreds now as that. Happy enough to try and stay still. And oh, the jiggle peak does work out for Bride. No, works against Bride. Sorry, as Sark's able to find him. And Geekay just very cautious, want to play the Virts. You can see that he wants to plant right in the corner. He's pinged out to his teammate. No, Jum goes down, and now it's a 3v2. I think Falcons maybe have to try and play kills here rather than going for the plant. EPAC picks up the diffuser again. Users tries to walk in, but he gets shot from he doesn't know where. Sarks, one for the triple, one for the quad. Sarks is there. Oh, Sarks, you don't want to take that engagement. Maybe he does. Maybe he's a madman. He wants to try and fight against the Blackbeard, but EPAC has the pinch, walking up metal. And Falcons, well, they actually went for a very early util dump, and that was simply to bait. It made players in the defense move around and kind of panic whenever all of the pressure gets applied. The Falcons, they used it to find 2 picks, and very...
It's what, a flawless? And then 4 of them left alive?
Yeah.
We'll see if that's the right decision. The Snake just getting the full read on these players above, leading on with Bride. You can see the position of users on the cover, but it's actually Starks that gets one. They didn't quite catch out the Tuberau. Gonna slip their way across. They're almost like...
Falcons as the time is ticking away.
There it is, the recollection. At this point, as you said, the time was ticking away, and at least gets the down on towards 1. Bride is going to see if he can cement the plant in the meantime, but they're encircling from the top ropes. EFAC tears the head off, but Groovy gets the shield and the man inside. That means they go for the defuse, so they try and pull the counter off. He's hit by slivers of damage, but it's Groovy with the wide swing. And Geekay, they cement it. Leveled thing.
Like just stop anyone from playing the Virts, but they're going to go for it nonetheless. And oh, a big old battle. Sarks pulls out the secondary shotgun. Bride, though, is successful with the plant. And once more, Geekay have to play catch up.
There it was. And obviously, Groovy's gone down. In the meantime, there was the swing that got a kill, and the secondary couldn't quite net any response towards it. They're getting the reveal of people on the far side, hoping for the hop out kill, but he's already up the stairs. And that leaves now the verticality and big isolation. Fine, Groovy is back up, but it's not for very long. And neither is his teammate. Smiles on the side. That was the Chanko, which they pulled out and tried a bit before. It's just hoping more than anything, and hope, unfortunately, could be cruel. But Upor finds their first bit of success in terms of players.
Falcons just trying to use the information, trying to cut off these players, and Bride getting some really good information. But oh, Ask eliminates Jum.
Reloading.
Now, Bride needs to be very careful because you could easily get powered, but look at that from Bride. Just takes the swing on Ask. But it does leave EFAC in the 1v3, though. Not a great position for him. 50 seconds on the clock. Few players are in low HP. Maybe make it work, but it's going to be difficult.
Oh, almost the worst possible timing there, but you can see they've doubled up, and the C4 catches on the roof. But look, the positions they've got, as soon as one fight happens, he knows he's going to get pressure from everywhere.
Nice. I actually think that fragmentation, the fact that they like to spread out, right? You need multiple pressure points. The key thing, though, is you need a core part of the team.
See if they can use some util to get him off it, but standing strong at the moment, standing very, very tall. Grubby gonna go for it. No, just barely misses, but jumps up and finds the kill anyway. Now he has a mirror window that he can try and find an angle to. Down goes Jum, and Geekay are cooking here on the first attack. A 2v5, users and Brit A have a lot of work to do.
I mean, what a great just compartmentalization of the hold, right? They've taken each bit by bit, and they made sure that they get the crosses in. Bride does get one, but will only get one as the next two get knocked away. And a very strong, almost. First engagement has the ping, and it's just going to take it. Ooh, bad decision there, Groovy. Didn't quite fully know the read on what was being watched.
Damage, but and if it is, can all be called again. Half-wall is where users going to sit to try and protect his teammate, but Solotov is fine. He doesn't need any help.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sharks just missed the timing of the rotate there that Solotov took. And, well, now he's able to just keep rotating around. They do trade out. But I think the loss of that player, although Yoga finding one. This is into the 3 versus 2. 45 seconds. 15 seconds. Coverage of a smoke canister and the sound of the barbed wire, but bulletproof as well. Oh, it's all just being read. There's an easy pickup for users. There's a cold kit. And there is still a neck-and-neck map. More than others. G2 and Virtus.pro will be able to sort of keep swanning their way ahead. Doom finds Groovy.
Yeah, I think Doom is the danger man. Oh, he's now starting to get a bit of a rhythm. It's that east position that he plays oh so well. A triple kill for Doom. Is he hungry for more? Probably. Lets the phone call go. And he kills a player in his own position. Go on. Go on, son. Go on, son. Get the ace.
He said he was the danger man. If we're about to have another 7-5, I'm cold and meet a player on a doorway. It's a broken mirror window, so they can't get the full swing, but oh, how many options, how many possibilities, and how long are they going to sit around for? They get the down onto Groovy. Users finds the angle, and Newport very importantly finds the trade.
Straight armory direct coming in from GK. Newport, though, instead of maybe an iron up a plot, decides to walk his way in towards security. Able to pick off EFAC and now straight back to business over towards Armory, but no, takes the swing before checking, and Solotov, that EMR, puts him down. Ask, though, is able to trade. Solotov straight back at it again, a 2v2 now.
At this point, it's falling into 2 versus 1. Solotov, all that's left. Doom can't quite get it on the side either. 5 and
Users is down on the ground, and GK look as though they're going to clean up shop.
Send the grenades in, send the sound, send the noise, and maybe send themselves to a guaranteed point. Doom, he's aced before, but that pressure is around. That pressure is loud. They have 2 flashes to work with. They've also got the chance to plant, but they don't need it, because what they have is a guaranteed point. Problem is, hasn't really netted all the rewards that they want. In and out. There goes Ask. Doom shuts that one down. Shrug of damage checked in on Passport, but it's the seating area that seems to be the next confrontation. Sarks, though, brilliant game so far, and it's going to continue on the other side. The backstab gets one, can't connect with the second. A huge take, but they make sure they take on the back of it. GK in a 4 versus 1. EFAC, they're into the red time, but they're cementing the plant. The narrow angle, they can't quite stop it in time. That is 3 points, baby. GK.
Right now, well, we've got Grubby standing by after the win. Another interview for you, my friend. First of all, good to meet you. It's been fun watching you play, especially after the game that your entire team had today, taking down Falcons. Talk to me about this result. What is the energy like on your team right now?
Yeah, first thing, hello, nice to see you guys all again. And yeah, the energy is nice. I mean, I think that's something that we've been working in the past, and I think like the games that we win, like before, even the game against Heretics or the game yesterday, I think it's like extra confidence boost and extra like the motivational boost that you know that you are good, but you also know that you can do better. And I think that's something that we are trying to show up, that we are still not that good, but we are aiming to be way better. And the game against Falcons maybe wasn't perfect, but it's kind of like, it's proving our point, right?
Yeah, it's proving the progress that we see from you guys. I feel like you're really cementing that identity. And I know you joked yesterday, we joked together, that you didn't want to tell me that you were going to play the same way with the spread out attacks and multiple lurkers in one side and you with the shield creating pressure. It's exactly what I saw today, Grubby. Like, at some point, it's obvious. And it's working. Clearly, it's working.
Yeah, it is working. I mean, as I said to my teammates even before the game and after the game, sometimes in games like this, against teams like this, you have to kind of like bleed out, you know, to win the game. Even though you're bleeding, you're losing rounds that you're not supposed to win or the game is really hard, you have to force the stuff, you know, to make it work. And I think that's something we identified mid-game, that this playstyle will work. Like, we should go for it and let's abuse it. You know, we have really good players that can play that, as Sarks, for example, or Ask had like amazing games. So I think that's something that, you know, we identified and we just said, okay, let's force it, you know, it's gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the playstyle of Sarks, you look at the playstyle of Yoga as well. And Sark spends his life on main door. Yoga spends his life on archives door and lurking in archives every single round. But they're good lurkers, and so the playstyle works. Speaking about roles, your role especially, I think, in the team, on that shield, trying to help the team, I feel like it suits you a lot. And if we compare your stats from the last time you were in EML with Fnatic, and it was a struggling moment for you, and I think we also that you had more potential than what you were showing with that roster. And if we compare them to today, with that roster, what you've been doing, we called it before the game, Grubby's resurgence. Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, yeah, the stage in Fnatic was tragic for me as a player, but I think I also developed a lot, you know, like even when I didn't play the T1 before, but I played like tier 2 with my friends, and I think I developed here like way more, you know, like I learned how to treat the game, how to play in certain way, like how to abuse the operator, so that helped me a lot to be a bit better than I was, and I think it helps me, you know, about the roles, like the roles are changing, you know, I'm supposed to be entry, but if I have to hop on the shield, I'll be there, you know, like if I have to entry with the VV or something like this and it's gonna help my teammates to, you know, play the game for me, then I'm fine with that, you know. It's not like I have like some kind of setup roles for the shield, because everyone can do it, you know. Yoga, Ask, even Sarks, people will be surprised, but you know, it's just like we feel it's good and it's working, so why would we not play it, you know?
Grubby, I would say we're becoming friends now. We're doing a lot of interviews together after these wins. So as friends, I'm going to ask you a little bit of a difficult question here. Do you think people underestimated you too much? Probably us included, especially after the way the first couple of weeks went.
The beginning.
Because you've really, like, the team has really come on so much. And if you feel that way, do you think it drove the team to perform better?
Yes, I think it did kind of, but like I think it's also like we didn't play with the game with each other for so long. Like we are literally a team for like 2 weeks, like after like full every day of practice, 6 maps. So it showed like early in the games as well. But the more we play, especially the game days, like it shows that we can be on the level, you know. Like it's just like about knowing each other a bit more, but also like people, I think they were underestimating us, you know, like they see Yoga, or they say, oh, the guy just went EU to play the game, or like they say the same about Ask, but they don't really know that both of them are really smart and good players, that they were at SI events, I mean, as tier events for a reason, you know. It's not like they are lucky and they just made it, you know. We just have to make it work with the players that we have, and it's gonna work, you know. As I said yesterday, we're gonna see each other tomorrow, and here I am, you know, so...
Incredible. Thank you so much, Grubby. It was good chatting with you again in this case, and hopefully we'll get to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, I also hope that. Well, see you guys tomorrow then. See you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow.